I've known Adam for 10 years. Through his fight to protect sexual assault survivors at our service academies, through his fight to right the actions that were done incorrectly to him, he has shown me that he's the type of person that will stand up against insurmountable odds. Imagine being a service member that they've tried to strip, shame, and lie about openly. And imagine having the courage to stand up on your own to the United States government and say you're wrong and then be proven right. Imagine the type of fortitude that you need after months and weeks and years of your real name being drugged through the mud and still loving this country, even though the country and the government were the people that were doing it to you. Imagine the sort of intestinal fortitude it takes for a man to spend years of his life to correct the wrongs that were done to him by a system that was unjust, to have it proven correct. That is who you need for Colorado. That is who you need to fight in those rooms. When your voices aren't inside of those four walls, you need someone that knows what a fight looks like, knows how to win it, and has the Constitution to take it as far as it needs to go.
Here's a guy that stood up, and he was a part of something that happened at the Air Force Academy years ago. This is, 16 years ago? Long time ago. And so they took that and they turned it into something it wasn't. People have slandered him up one side and down the other. And here's the great part about Adam. I'm like, Adam, I already know. Like, I had already had a conversation with someone who was in a position of leadership at the Air Force Academy. I know that you've been railroaded. I got it. But he didn't stop there. Adam sent me, he goes, you know what they haven't seen? They haven't seen this. And he sent me his entire file. He didn't redact one piece of it. He didn't take anything out. He didn't try to explain anything, but they've done everything they can to say that he's a bad guy. And I can tell you that I've gone through all the information that they've created, and it's just not true.
But no one's fighting for us anymore. And we have 2 more years with President Trump to actually get these initiatives pushed, because after that, it's going to go back to the good old boys club. They're going to go back to business as always. They're going to keep, these representatives are just waiting their time out, so when Trump gets out, they can go back to the way things have always been. I'm not going to let that happen out here. But I want to be in the district. I want to have coffee with my constituents. I want to meet local families. I want to know what their issues are. And I'm going to bring them to DC, and we're going to pass bills and change it. We're just going to do the work that has not been done in the state the entire time I've been out here since 2006. I've lived out here my entire adult life, and I'm not leaving. And I'm going to fight for it every second that I have left. And I hope you all will join me, and we can change the state. We don't need to keep re-electing incumbents who don't do their job. Just because they're an incumbent, just because they have a fancy letter next to their name, doesn't mean that we have to keep them in for the sake of it. The reason we have 2-year elections for state representatives, if you're not doing your job, you're fired and replacing somebody with somebody else. I'm that man, and I will do that job. And if I fail, fire me in 2028.